Hey!
Today's at the
Fuck you!
Hey. Language. I thought the movie looked interesting.
We just got out of... Okay, before we talk about the movie, if you guys go to AMC and if you notice those freaking dots, I fucking hate them!
Sorry, he's obsessed with those fucking dots about this whole
Those
phone.
freaking dots are a waste of time. Can't they just show the M&M commercial with, here's your assignment? No, this is an envelope.
That's Regal.
No, they show it at AMC too.
I've only seen it at Regal.
They show it at AMC too. I've seen it a couple times. But, my God, why can't they just show that and then start the previews? You don't need to show, all these dots. Oh, it's movie time at the AMC. Hey,
Don't
first,
judge that Southern.
I'd give you some safety tips first about how you should do things. Oh!
If you can tell, he really doesn't like the dots.
Okay. So, we just got out of No Good Deed.
Hey, I thought that movie looked good in previews.
So, did you like the movie?
No. But the previews looked good.
Okay. So, describing this movie, it's like somebody tried to combine Beyonce's Obsessed with Tyler Perrys Temptation. I'm not even kidding. This is a Tyler Perry movie. Okay. You want to start off with the story, Sammy?
Okay, basically, so what happens. Guy gets out of jail, okay?
He's played by Idris Elba, the guy who's the gatekeeper in the Thor movies.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Oh, no.
Anyway, basically what happens, guy gets out, he was in jail for 5 years, supposed to be 15, for killing a bunch of girls.
He gets out with he doesn't get out, but he gets a 5-year parole calling with his...
Which he fucking escapes that shit.
No,
Bloody nose!
He gets a parole calling because he had good behavior for 5 years, and they pretty much denied him. And he gets out because he had a bloody nose and killed both the cops because they're idiots.
So anyway, gets out, right? Next scene we see him. He is at his house with who I presume to be, I think...
His ex.
It's either his ex-girlfriend or his ex-fiance. They never made that clear. They said get married, so I don't know if it's just like a serious relationship and they were talking about it. Or if, they were engaged. There was never a ring on her finger.
Whatever.
There was never a shiny.
So, anyway, he pretty much kills her because this guy's a straight up... he's not a sociopath. He's a narcissist. He's pretty much the jealous boyfriend up to the nth degree.
Well, at the same time, though, it's not just that he's jealous per se. It's the fact of what he's jealous over. He's jealous because he has discovered from a note that was left on her bed from this other guy that she has been unfaithful while he was, locked away for 5 years.
What do you expect?
I mean, a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do.
Yeah, you don't just expect her to sit and wait with a wet pussy waiting for you.
Exactly.
Okay, so anyway. Pretty much, he kills her off.
By choking her, the crappiest death ever!
By choking her.
Come on, give me something good. Chop her up or something. Throw in her lake.
Okay, so... Yeah, anything will pretty much set this guy off into a killing rampage, by the way. And he keeps hearing voices in his head.
Okay, good, you saw it too.
He keeps hearing voices in his head, and every time he hears something, he just wants to straight up kill motherfuckers for no apparent reason, just because they said something wrong to him.
Sucks to be those motherfuckers.
Anyway, so he pretty much steals his ex-girlfriend's car. He hears the voices in his head again. He crashes the car during a stormy night. Then he's just like walking up the street over towards.
Okay, so basically you gotta know the setting of this to get to know the intensity of this storm. This storm is a Georgia storm. Now, me being a southern Georgianian, as I call it, I relate these storms are intense, but still, if you can't see, you pull over. You don't keep driving, whether you have voices in your head or not, whether you are schizophrenic or not.
So anyway, cutting that part out for a second, we have another subplot about a woman who's pretty much the stereotypical housewife who actually has a degree in CSI?
No, she has a degree in law to be an attorney for in court cases of domestic abuse.
Okay.
So basically how her and her husband met, you should know, is through law school.
They met through law school. They got married. She was the wild one, but she was smart. And they pretty much got married, and he's pretty much the hard-working lawyer while she's pretty much the stay-at-home mom, and she feels underappreciated, and
he's showing her love.
He's showing her nothing. He's pretty much just the hard ass who pretty much is just there to be a hard ass. Sorry.
I don't like him.
Yeah, no, okay, he wasn't really not real big of a thing, but she has two kids, and she's got the stereotypical best friend who's a whore. She pretty much just was this all necessary? Okay. So she pretty much just specified in the middle of the movie that she has done every guy that lives on her street. She is a retailer for houses. She basically just revealed she has done every single piece of dick in this county.
And in a way, I'm trying to think. I feel really bad being a female and not being a girl and don't know this. What's a girl version of a cock block? Anyway, she's the female version of it because she can tell it is all clear on this other girl's eyes that hello, she likes this guy not knowing what he's up to, and then she goes, and then her friend goes, well, hello there, Mr. Attractive.
Okay, wait. So, anyways, Idris Elba shows up at the house. Pretty much acts all nice. He asks for a phone so he can call tow truck, quote, and he pretty much just gets inside by acting all nice, and they're pretty much flirting. He's pretty much flirting with her, and then the best friend shows up like 15 minutes later, and she's pretty much just saying a lot of shit. Oh, excuse me. She's saying a lot of shit about. Idris Elba even says her, oh, you're not the marrying type, are you? And she's like, oh, why would you want to use this? She compares sex to working out. She says, oh, sex is like working out. You don't want to use the same piece of equipment twice.
And you need to do that every day.
This movie is so stupid.
Okay, so moving on.
So, movie's going on. Idris Elba goes out for a smoke, and he kills the best friend because she could tell he was bullshitting the whole time. And then pretty much all chaos ensues. He cuts the phone wires, the power goes out. It's all the stereotypical cliches you see in like a horror thriller movie.
The lights go out. The phone goes out.
The phone's disconnected. All the knives are missing. He somehow had a lot of time to do this. Okay, so...
It's either that or he magically clicked his frickin' fingers.
So anyway, this is gotta be the most incompetent... Okay, this woman is obviously stupid, okay? She figures out what's going on, like, after 45 minutes. she catches her playing with her kid and pretty much gets him out of the room and then hits him with a fire hydrant. And keep in mind, she saw a gun.
Not a fire hydrant, a fire extinguisher.
Fire extinguisher, I'm sorry.
Fire hydrant, you'd have to be the whole.
Fire extinguisher. I'm sorry. I am sorry.
Dogs pee on the extinguisher.
Fire extinguisher.
Sorry.
So knocks him out with fire extinguisher. After, mind you, she notices a gun in his back pocket. So, what does she do? Knocks him out. Doesn't reach for the gun, doesn't go for the gun in his back pocket, but goes to get her kids instead.
Hey, they are our future.
Anyway, pretty much, it's all, this movie is just so stupid. It's every stupid cliche in the book.
I mean, okay.
Keep going.
So basically, she knocks him off his feet. He goes sliding down the stairs. He gets pissed off like anyone would, especially a serial killer. And basically, in short, this guy makes you think about 5 different times as he's torturing her that he's going to rape her, but never does. In the shower, in the closet, the list goes on.
He makes her turn around so he can see her rack, and he's like, "Yeah, don't flatter yourself."
He's rude.
Whatever. And this guy is the most incompetent killer in the world. He gets hit by a fire extinguisher. He's on the toilet. He gets knocked out by a candle holder, and he gets sliced with a knife. My God, are you serious? You think serial killers would be a little more alert than that?
Hey, she told us at the beginning of the movie that serial killers are dumb.
But whatever. So anyway, he pretty much has had enough of that bullshit.
I would too.
Tells her to grab the kids, and pretty much they go over to his ex's house that he killed.
She finds the ex on the floor.
She finds the ex on the floor, and pretty much the car alarm goes off.
For like the 3rd time in the movie. And pretty much she cuts off these these bands that he tied her up with, and notices that Idris Elba did not take his ex's phone away, and it's under her bed. So she grabs the phone, and someone's calling on it, and it happens to be her husband, and he is cheating on her with the ex that is now dead. Which explains, because they do a flashback right then, that is why Idris Elba is, going after and targeting her, is because he saw that name and saw the address and was like, yeah, I gonna get back at this bitch.
Why couldn't you just rape her? You could have had a threesome with those 2 broads and it could have been over with. No, you have to continue your career as the worst serial killer ever. So pretty much, she takes down the serial killer, and this guy's fucking tough as hell. He gets stabbed several times.
He doesn't die.
Kicked in his freaking knife wound.
And kicked in his nuts.
Hit with a broken chair leg. Hit with a metal fireplace carrier in the head, and he's still freaking up. It's only after she shoots her like 4 times that he finally drops down and dies. And then the movie's over.
Well, no, because she gets her victory slap.
No, she got. Okay. Oh, this is the part that was the part in the. This was all the part in the movie. That whole entire fight scene when the crowd was eating it up. They were going like, "Damn!"
No, because literally.
Okay.